This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're at the 9th annual LD Micro main event in Bel Air, California. With me right now is David Grant from Omni-Lite Industries, Inc., publicly traded company with the symbol OML on the TSXV Venture and OLNCF on the OTCQX. David, welcome back to SNNLive.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you back. So for our audience, before we get into an update, let's start with an overview of the company and then go from there.
Okay, well, Omni-Lite, of course, is an aviation and defense-oriented company. So our customers are the large defense contractors in the United States, the big aerospace companies. Right now, 38% of all of our sales are in the aerospace area, and some 22% are in the defense side. So those are our fastest growing segments.
And what are the products themselves, for those who may have missed our first interview?
Right, so the aerospace products are a wide range, 120 different parts. They're considered mission critical. They hold the tail to the airplane. They hold the engine to the side of the aircraft. They hold the skin to the frame, the aileron system together. So basically mission critical. Defense is mainly small cal armaments. So our training products for the 5.56 and training products for the 7.62.
So David, we last spoke in June earlier this year. So what's been going on in the company in the last 5-6 months?
Okay, well, we had a great Q3. Revenue was up 10% only, but cash flow was up 44%, and EBITDA was up, I think, 35%. So we finished Q3 well. We're heading into Q4, end of Q4, of course. So we're expecting growth in the year. So that's the last 6 months, but some major initiatives are on our table.
Okay. And what I'm curious about is, what are some of the catalysts, from what you can tell me going into 2017?
Right, some of the catalysts, we identified a new market in the aerospace, which is the exotic super materials. They include titanium, Inconel, waspaloy, things like that. So the company spent $1.2 million developing a technology allowing us to form those parts. That's a huge market because the selling point for those products is 10 times the price of our current product line, which specializes in stainless steel. That's a big catalyst for us. The military is also a feature with the change in leadership. We feel the military will have new guidance, and so we're seeing a renewed interest in our military product lines.
And we just had an election year. You're in two spaces that sometimes are dependent on what's going on politically. Has there been any have you noticed any changes in the industry and what's going on because of the new election? And I'm just curious.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a new step in the foot. I guess you could spring in the step, I guess you put it. In terms of the aerospace, Boeing increased their order expectations for 2030 by 6% to 32,000 aircraft. So we see the super cycle continuing. The military, I think we're seeing a renewed interest, leadership, guidance, all the things that would lead to new programs for Omni-Lite. So we have the military coming to the facility in the month of January to qualify at least one new part.
And for those who may have missed our first interview, what's your background? How did you get started in this business?
My background's engineering. We like to think of ourselves as a group of mechanical engineering people. I was interested in advanced lightweight composites because of my background studying the ocean, and as a result, we've come up with a company, Omni-Lite rather, that does specialize in advanced materials.
And I may have asked this in June, but I'm going to ask it somewhat again.
No, not that one.
Yes, I'm asking. It's coming. So what is the differentiation factor between you and some of the competition out there for the products that you're delivering?
Well, I think the fact that we make 70% of our products in a sole source environment, we have a lot of technology patented, 8 patents to date. So it's very difficult for other people with the expenditures we made, some $50 million in Southern California, to copy what we do.
Okay, so now, from what you can tell me...
No, not that one.
What are some of your goals and milestones for the first half of 2017? Again, from only what you can tell me.
Okay, so the company would envision producing the first titanium products in January, and that would be a stepping stone for us. The military work, I mentioned we have the government coming in hopefully January again, so we would see Q1 as being a development process, aggressive development, and Q2 maybe reaping the rewards of that.
And where can our audience go and find more information about Omni-Lite?
Yeah, you can go to www.omnilite.com.
And that's OMNILITE.com. My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the 9th annual LD Micro main event in Bel Air, California. With me again, David Grant from Omni-Lite Industries, Inc., publicly traded company with the symbol OML on the TSXV Venture and OLNCF on the OTCQX. David, always a pleasure. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks again, Robert. Thanks so much.